5 seconds Radiant team back.
Alright, welcome to another draft analysis of Ace. Right now the game is Mineski vs Complexity in the playoffs of the StarLadder LAN finals. This will decide who goes to the finals. Mineski and Complexity both have very stable playstyles of their own, and Mineski has the first pick here. They ban away the IO, which is a very reasonable ban towards Complexity. Complexity instead, they ban away the Leech.
5 seconds remaining.
For the second ban, Mineski removes the Earthshaker and followed by Veno from Complexity. Okay, so very standard bans throughout. But Mineski actually didn't ban the Jakiro from Complexity, so there's a high chance that Complexity will pick it up here. What will Mineski first pick be? There's Nyx in the pool.
10 seconds remaining.
Night Stalker as well, so
5 seconds remaining.
probably one of these two, or maybe some form of version 4. Oh, they go for a Tusker. Very interesting pickup here. We don't see it very often. I think VG Gaming is one of the few teams that plays it. Not sure what's the specific reason for picking it up here, but they probably have something in mind coming into this draft. That's why they choose to go for this task.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe they find that it's actually a very strong position 4 in the current meta.
Dire team pick.
Complexity responds with Puck. Puck is usually Limb 0. He's quite comfortable on that, but it's very rare that you first pick your mid hero. Like almost EG is another team who does this, but because they play it both on their off lane as well as their mid, so they can still have the option of switching it up. At some point they even start playing it on Creed as the position 5, back when he was still the captain. And yeah, so not sure what's this first pick Puck by Complexity, but they probably have a plan in mind as well.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, they go for their favorite Jakiro. They usually play this as a core, either on Mu and usually on Mu I mean. Let's see if they'll change things up this game. Maybe they'll decide to change it to a position 5 this game instead.
10 seconds remaining.
Mineski, why would they go for the second pick here?
Remaining.
They can consider something that can counter Puck. Probably a position 5 or off lane.
Dire team back.
Silencer. Instead they go for the they go next. So this Tusker is either a position 5 Tusker or ice off lane Tusker. Okay, so the Night Stalker is he has silence against the Puck, which is one of an answer towards it.
10 seconds remaining.
And it's just a very strong position 4 right now. Maybe Mineski is realizing also like how Navi played against Secret 2 days ago, when they picked like 2 roaming ganking heroes in the early game. So this could be Mineski's approach as well, with the Night Stalker and Tusk. Complexity bans away Mushi's anti-mage, which Mineski has found a lot of success with. So yeah, quite a expected ban right there.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team back.
Beastmaster ban by Mineski, targeting towards Mu. Okay, so with the Jakiro, there's a potential of it being push threat by Complexity. Like if it's a support Jakiro on top of a Beastmaster, then the pushing powers of Mineski will be pretty strong. So of Complexity. So Mineski here, they might consider banning something like a Pugna, which I've seen a lot of success in the StarLadder this competition. Pugna is very strong at pushing, and yeah, it can suit Complexity's draft quite well. Complexity targets the Enchantress ban towards gems. Okay, this is very interesting because there's already like two version 4 kind of heroes, Tusker and Night Stalker, but they still choose to ban the Enchantress. I understand that Ice does place the Enchantress as well, so yeah, but still it feels like a over focus of ban. Like they could have used it to ban something more probably obvious instead. But regardless, they choose to ban the Enchantress, and Mineski respond by banning a Chen. Complexity has been having pretty good success on the Chen on Z-Freak. I think in the second series, I can't remember against Navi. Yeah, they played the Chen and they did quite well with it. I think they use it against newbie as well. Okay, so with the third pick, Complexity, I think they should be securing their position 4 hero here just to hold on to their remaining costs first. They don't want to show too much yet. Other than that, they can pick up the Necrophos here, which is a very strong pick. Okay, instead they go for the CK. Okay, so now Complexity's draft already have shown 2 cores. The Puck and the Chaos Knight. The Jakiro could be a core as well, but it's almost unseen that you pick 3 cores before your 2 supports actually. So I highly doubt this Jakiro will be a core. And
5 seconds remaining.
I believe this will be a position 5 Jakiro. Complexity might just be drafting their own style, and I might be totally wrong though. We'll see. Okay, so why CK is good here? I think it's one of the more one of the better position 1 heroes in the current meta, at least from what we see in StarLadder. So just securing a Chaos Knight now doesn't look too bad for Complexity as well. The supports of Mineski is pretty single target. Tusker and Night Stalker, they don't have much AoE. So they don't have like a Lion or something like Shadow Shaman that instantly kill a Chaos Knight illusion. So as a response, Mineski goes for Ice Timbersaw. The AoE is good against CK. As strength hero, is the Whirling Death can do quite a lot of damage to him.
10 seconds remaining.
And yeah, Timbersaw is just Ice classic hero. I think it's one of his first few heroes where he got himself to fame. Complexity's draft actually still has a lot of options open. They can go for pretty much any role now except a carry. I still feel that they lack a proper position 4 hero, and they might pick up something like which group position 4 is left in the pool? Next Assassin. Okay, they go for the Kunkka. It's gonna be their position 4 hero. Kunkka is decent against Timbersaw. It's like usually Timbersaw, he wants to, when he gets ganked, he wants to just chain away, but with X marks the spot, you can just pull him back. And the bolt buff will be pretty good against a hero like Timbersaw.
5 seconds remaining.
Just in general, the team fight. Okay, so feels to me like this Jakiro could still be in the off lane or position 5, and the Puck is most likely in the mid lane already. So currently the last pick for Complexity will either be an off lane or a position 5 hero.
Dire team ban.
Mineski goes for Viper on, I believe Nana was gonna play it. Mushi is going to play a more fancy hero. Viper is yet another single target hero, so not that good against CK, but he's a lane dominator. Especially if it's up against Puck, he'll just crush the Puck. Puck doesn't stand a chance against him. And Viper is tanky enough to withstand a Kunkka gang when he comes in. Especially if he has high points in corrosive skin. Okay, for the last ban, Complexity probably needs to target Mushi's hero.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, instead they ban the Brood Mother. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Like Ice is the one playing Timbersaw. Unless they are expecting Mushi to play the Viper and Nana to play the Timbersaw, then there's still a possibility for Ice on the Brood Mother.
10 seconds remaining.
Mineski, on the other hand, they need to decide whether this Jakiro is on Mu or on Zfrig.
Radiant team.
Okay, so they are expecting is offlane Jakiro and they ban an Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition is a very good position 5 to combo out the Chaos Knight. Cold Feet combined with Reality Rift almost guarantees the proc on the Cold Feet. And the stun duration is actually really long.
10 seconds remaining.
And also with setups like X marks the spot or Chaos Bolt, you can even park Ice Dream Coil. The AA Ice Blast can hit pretty well. And Ice Blast is very strong against hero like Timbersaw and Ice Viper, where they are very tanky, but Ice Blast it kind of like make you it's kind of a percentage based damage because it just kills you when you reach below a certain health. Quite a good ban here by Mineski, I would say, the AA. So now there's one hero left for Mineski. They probably need some form of anti-AoE, but Timbersaw might be good enough. They can either maybe go for Necrophos, because the Timbersaw can find out which CK is the real one, and then they can instead go for the Pakna. Pakna is very good at killing the CK illusions, especially after he gets Aghanim's. And yeah, it's just a pretty strong hero now. The only worry I have for this Pakna is that he's really squishy and Complexity's lineup actually can close the distance on him pretty well with the Pak and Chaos Knight. However, Mineski has two heroes that can be frontline, the Timbersaw and the Viper. Extremely tanky heroes can stay in the front line, and it's very hard for Complexity to be able to get the jump on the Pakna. If they do so, they will be going through like a Timbersaw, and Ice will be able to deal a lot of damage. So it kind of makes sense, like because as a Pakna you want to hide behind and you want to have frontlining heroes. So Mineski heroes, their draft kind of fulfill that objective. And Complexity goes for the offlane Omni Knight. Repel is pretty good against Pakna, because Pakna is all magical damage. His life drain is also magical, and with Omni Knight you can ensure that you don't get too much damage from the Pakna. And also Omni Knight's Purification, it goes pretty well with Chaos Knight. Like when you Reality Rift somebody in, then it's an instant pure damage on top of whatever the Chaos Knight is dealing. This pure damage can be very important in killing heroes like Timbersaw as well as Viper, which are innately very tanky.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, so both teams have their own kind of game plan. Mineski have a very single target focused lineup, with the exception of the Timbersaw, and they use this Timbersaw to deal with the CK on top of the Pakna's life drain to kill the CK's illusion. On the other hand, Complexity has a pretty good teamfight lineup. They have Dream Coil, they have Kunkka spells, as well as Omni Knight's ultimate. So I want to say that the laning is pretty even. Both teams have pretty strong laners, and it's going to be down to who execute their game plan better. Complexity is looking very strong, but I think Mineski has what it takes to take this game away from Complexity, especially with the Ice Timbersaw. Something he's very comfortable with.
Prepare for battle.
And on top of that, the Pakna's counter to the CK, if he can position himself well enough and remove CK's illusion as quickly as he can, then the impact of CK will be pretty weakened just by that fact. And apart from minus the CK, the damage output from Complexity is actually quite lacking. Omni Knight can definitely go for like Radiance and stuff, and Pak with the Veils, but at the end of the day, the heroes of Mineski is really tanky. So with the CK getting kind of negated or like somewhat countered. I would say Mineski has, upon giving it more thought, I would say Mineski have a better draft in a way, just slightly, and I'm going to favor them in this match. Okay, let me know what you think of the draft as well as the analysis I provide, and yeah, leave it in the comments below. Thank you.